I'm going to give you guys the point. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our first ever SJCA Student Town Hall. So why Town Hall? Essentially, you're here because you want to help teachers, parents, administrators make your education as meaningful as possible. Our staff really does value student voice. We want to elevate your student voice. Students should be a part of decision making. But you guys need to learn how it's done, and this is how it's done. This school is ours, so it's time for all of us to step up, adults included. Okay? You're the future and the present leaders. Some SJCA Town Hall norms, these are pretty much the rules. So the first rule of SJCA Town Hall is you will talk about it. Feel free to talk about it after it's done. Second rule, come with an open mind. A third rule, come looking for solutions. We're here to solve problems. Fourth rule is word your statements and questions wisely. Fifth rule, don't single anybody out. We're all in this together. We're all trying our best. And finally, sixth rule, clean up after yourself, because I know some of you guys are eating and that's totally fine. So just clean up after yourself when you're done. And finally, before you speak, post, tweet, or please think. Okay, is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Okay, Josie, go ahead and take a chair. Josie, you're going to be on the panel. Go ahead and take a chair. Okay. So we are live tweeting this because people around the country want to know what's going on. So our tweeters, if you are tweeting, mind what you are tweeting because you are representing yourself and you are making a statement for what children can do or can't. Okay, so here are some of the questions that have come up. Why does the food have to be healthy? You can just see, you know what, I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to flash through it really quick so we can get started. A lot of our questions have to do with uniform, food, electronics. Do you look at this one? School lunches, huh? School lunches. So question number one. Question number one. School lunch, dress code, electronics are amongst the biggest concerns for students. To our panel, why do you think these policies are in place? What can students do to help shape or change these policies? And finally, how can teachers and administrators take into account student voice in shaping these policies? Okay, it's up to you guys. Who wants to take it?
Well, honestly, I feel like uniform is kind of a good thing, but I do feel like it's very constricting, as in, like, you can't really be who you are when you want to do it. If I want to wear sweats one day, then I can't wear sweats. But, I mean, also, it goes through bullying and saying that somebody's better than somebody because they're wearing something. Like, it's something like, that's why I feel like uniform is good, but it's also bad. So maybe there should be like some modifications, like more days when we have free dress, and not just like if you have a full clinic. Like that's good, but I feel like that'd be a lot better.
For me, I think that school uniforms are actually a really good thing because if you want to be yourself, your clothes doesn't like have to show it. You can show it in your personality, and you don't have to have clothes to display who you are, because you can just do that all on your own. And that's what I think anyway. So I think school uniforms are a really good policy. Plus, it kind of like rejects bullying. Like if you're wearing some sort of brand, you don't have to get like bullied for it because it's a really old brand or it's like not cool or in style. So that's what I think anyway.
Remember, you guys can answer any aspect of this question, okay?
Oh, okay. Okay, so as you can see, I love free dress. Okay, look at my tights. Okay, you wouldn't see a normal person wearing these with like any other day. But yeah, honestly, I never really accepted the uniform policy, like I've learned to deal with it because I've been here for 9 years and I know a lot of you have been here. So what I've learned over the past few years is that, well, my sister, she's in high school and she can wear pretty much whatever she wants because she has free dress there every day. And I've learned that it's like kind of hard for her because then there are a lot of people judging her and you might not even know it, but like you're judging others, because like, oh my God, that girl's like, she's so trashy, why is she wearing those clothes? Or like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty, she must be so rich, whatever. If it's good or bad, you're still might be talking about someone like, but honestly, sometimes I feel like the uniform policy, they take it a little too far, like about the shirts with no sleeves. Like, I get that that was a rule or something, or it is a rule, but you're not really exposing yourself to any other bullying or anything like that. That's my opinion.
I think that I saw one of the questions that when Mr. Wu was sliding through some of the pictures he took, I did see that one said, why can't we wear our own color of sweatshirts? And I know that maybe some people, they do try to find sweatshirts for uniform color because they want to continue wearing, uniform color, but sometimes, it is hard to try to find either a navy blue sweatshirt or a burgundy sweatshirt, and I think some kids, they do want to follow the uniform policy, but I think it's somewhat hard because maybe they can't find a certain color, or maybe they're a bit off, and some teachers are like, oh, you're at a dress code, and it makes them feel bad, because what if their parents are like, oh, no, you'll be fine, and you come to school and you get in trouble for it. So I think maybe that should be something that we can change, where we can maybe wear at a uniform or school colored sweatshirts.
I also want to talk about food real quick.
Hold on, Maribella, before you go, is there anybody?
Lauren.
Let's give everyone a chance first. Okay. It's okay.
I feel that with uniform, maybe to start off the changes, we could just start allowing a certain day where students are allowed to wear jeans, because it can be very hard. I feel like a lot of people get in trouble for the pants they wear, and by allowing, oh, okay, you have a jeans day, it makes it a little easier to cope with having to wear a uniform every single day. And I have something about school lunches too. I think that I know a lot of people that don't eat school lunch because it's just so disgusting, because why would you give that to developing teenagers, and prisons get better school lunch than us. And by the end of the day, everyone is tired and hungry. So I feel like one of the first changes we can start with that is opening up a snack bar or something of that sort. Some of the profits could go to ASB, so it would be helping the school and it would be helping the students first. But I want to change school lunch entirely, but I feel like that would be a good stepping stone.
I'm going to kind of go back to uniforms for a second, but I think that for the color of the uniform, I really don't think we should have, uniforms are good since in a way they kind of show students some discipline, but it's kind of too much. It kind of has some pressure. Like one day if you have a free dress day, you might try to wear something, but then you kind of have some doubts. You have to start worrying about oh, will I get in trouble? And it kind of puts a lot of pressure on you. And I really don't like that. And although uniforms are good in some ways, I think that maybe they should be changed just a little bit.
There is going to be time for Q&A where the audience is going to get a chance to ask your own questions from the audience. Okay, just wanted to make that announcement. Okay.
I also want to...
sorry, Josh.
Oh, Josh, sorry.
Josh
I'm
didn't
so
go.
sorry.
Yeah.
I am so sorry.
It's okay, no worries. That's my job.
many of you have ever woken up on a morning and you went to your closet and you discovered that all of your uniforms were dirty?
Can you ask that question one more time?
I am not the only one here, okay.
Ask that question one more time, some people couldn't hear.
Have any of you ever woken up and all your uniform clothes were dirty and the only clothes you had were like free dress or not allowed here at school? Yeah. That's the majority of the time, yeah. That happened to me on Monday. I had to wake up early because I had some Tuesday. So I had to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and do laundry, and I was very tired on Tuesday. I feel this is just an idea. I don't know if it can happen, but that's why we're here. Maybe we could have, I guess you could say, we have like a certain amount of tickets for the whole year. You know, kind of like how teachers have sick days. They have days that they go up and be sick. Maybe we could have a similar system like that, except for free trash for students.
Anybody else? Shannon.
So I kind of want to continue from what Lauren said for school lunches. I think we should change them not only because that like they're disgusting, but the thing is I don't think that they're healthy for us. Like, how many times have we all just skipped lunch or like didn't eat at all just because? Exactly. A lot of us skip lunch and that doesn't really help us for our next class or like for PE. We have PE next and we don't have enough energy to even do anything because we don't even eat lunch. And even if we do eat the lunch, it's not even helping us because it's not energy. It's energy wasted. And we also have another class after that, which is history and science. And like, I know Mr. Wu and like Mr. Millman always say that we're always like really tired, and that's true because we don't get enough like healthy things to eat. We don't have enough nutrition, so that's why sometimes we're just slacking off and like we don't do what we're supposed to do because we're just so tired. And a lot of us don't eat lunch and we're really hungry and we just want to go home and eat.
Okay, we have 2 more minutes for this question, and we're going to move on to the next one, okay?
And I feel for school lunch, not eating, and that can result in eating disorders that could carry on in high school. And we already have so much pressure on us for when we're developing about body image, and skipping lunch and coming home and eat that could lead to eating disorders that just make us feel, and yeah.
Going off of what Shannon and Lauren said, I get that we need healthy food, and that is very important, but like, sometimes I think like, well, like, they give you options sometimes, like those little carrots in the bag, like those are good, those are fine. Mini carrots, thanks, Andre. And most of us just throw it away. Like, you also have the choice to eat. Like, even, because honestly, I don't really like school lunches. You know, I like to like change them a little bit, add some like tapatio sauce or whatever. Tapatio. And so I choose to eat because it gives me energy. And I don't want it to lead to something even bigger because like an eating disorder. Like, I totally support what Shannon and Lauren say. We should have a snack bar that have healthy and good options to eat because that is important for us, and that is important for you, and that is important for everyone because the school is working on our best interest. You know, they want us to be the best people we can be. And with that, we need food. So yeah.
We're done with the last one, and then we're going to move on to question number 2. Oh, sorry. Let's go Mirabella and then David. Okay.
So I used to warm up food a lot, and I really liked warming up food because then I didn't have to really like eat anything and it was less expensive. So when they banned that and they said that we couldn't warm up any more food, I was so angry because now I can't eat. I have nothing to eat. I'm not gonna eat the school lunch because that's horrible. And I don't want to eat cold food because, I mean, pasta gets hard. Why would you want to eat hard pasta? So I think that we should really have like a school like microwave, or we should bring back like people, teachers to have like, let us use their microwaves again, because then we can actually eat food that we want and it's less expensive for the school and it's like, it would be a easier solution as well.
David will be the last one for this question.
Alright guys, it's the 21st century. We have little robots that already vacuum our floor. Might as well use phones in the rooms. What? Come on. Teachers, you guys gotta let us listen to music or something. When we listen to music, we get more into our work. Like, we're gonna be listening to some Justin Bieber and then, bam, project done already. You guys gotta let us use more electronics.
I told you, Michelle. I told you. Hey, don't single out anybody. Okay, thank you. Okay, we get your sentiment. We're gonna move on to another question. It sounds like there's a lot of thoughts. Things are not completely resolved, which is okay because that's part of the process. This seems to be a very successful so far, so we will have another opportunity to do this, most likely. Let's look at question number 2. Okay, feeling respected is always on everyone's minds, adults included. Adults included. How does feeling respected affect your experience as a student in our learning community? And how can students and teachers work together to improve relationships in our school community? And I'm talking about not just teacher-student, but student-student as well, teacher-parent. We'll open it up to any type of relationship, okay?
Okay, so for me, for some teachers, I really don't feel respected at all. And obviously I'm not gonna single out anybody, but I don't feel respected. I feel like nobody wants to listen to me, and that's something that I don't like, because I really like to be listened to. And I want something, I want a relationship with my teacher. I want somebody that I can talk to and be like, oh yeah, this happened to me. I can just really like talk to you and not be afraid to tell them like that my homework is wrong, or like I need help with homework or something like that. But I feel like with some teachers I can't do that. And I really, really want that fixed. So yeah.
Honestly, I feel like some of the teachers I have here, I love some of them. Like I have like a great relationship with a lot of them. Others not so much. I'm not gonna single out anyone, but for one class, I'm literally just there taking notes, and honestly I keep my voice down to a minimum. I don't speak my opinion that much in my class, because I feel like that person will shut down my ideas as soon as they come out of my mouth. And I don't know, it makes me feel disrespected a little bit. I like feeling respected. I guess everyone does. I don't want to feel like you don't like me, or I don't care how you feel if I do this. And I don't know, I think teachers should be more mindful of that. Although a lot of them already are. I think all of them are.
Oh, Mr. Accountant. So just if you guys can speak directly into the mic and not mumble.
A little bit louder, please.
Can you hear me, Shrek?
Yes.
How about now?
No?
Okay, okay.
We need to talk
Do I need
louder.
to say that whole thing over again?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
So far, everybody's just, so far we're talking about teachers, about respect, but I think we have to talk about students as well. I feel like a lot of students here don't feel respected and they feel uncomfortable when they come to school, or they always stay quiet because they're scared that someone's just going to push them down or just, not accept them for what they want to say. This also goes for grade levels as well, because I know not all 8th or 7th graders are like that, but I know we don't always give a chance to 6th graders. Some of us don't really give a chance to younger grades. We always feel like that they can't do something, but I think we have to stop doing that because they obviously can do a lot to this school. Like, when we go to high school, we're probably going to be treated like how the 6th graders are treated by the seniors and juniors, but this should really stop because it doesn't really matter how old you are. We all have the same potential.
Just one little thing to interject in Shannon's, and we may think that age may set us apart, but we're all quite similar in the end, so we shouldn't shut anyone out. So.
I remember at one time, I felt as though I wasn't being respected by a teacher, so I felt like I would show them by saying, oh, I'm not going to do my classwork or my homework. And that didn't help me at all, but I always thought they were being disrespectful to me. So I realized that I wasn't always the best in their class either. So maybe if we try to make better, to be better in the teacher's class, that they will try to help us more too. Yeah.
Well, I want to go Q&A session in 1 minute because it is 12:27. In 1 minute, we're going to go Q&A. Okay?
Does someone else have thoughts?
All right. How many of you guys have called someone a mean name? Oh, yeah.
Teachers, raise your hand.
Yeah. This strike never.
Don't single anyone out this
Okay.
Oh, my bad.
How many of you guys have been called a mean name? How many of you guys have been called a mean name? All right, guys. One thing I learned is that to get respect, you have to earn the respect. If you're mean to someone and you expect them to be nice back, it's not going to happen. You got to be nice to them, and they'll be nice to you back. So, yeah.
So, really quick, before we go into Q&A. So I love our teachers. Honestly, I love them. They're like my second family. That's how much I care about them, especially you guys. Sometimes I feel like, like all families, we have our problems. Let's say I want to talk to a teacher about some classwork or homework. Sometimes I'm scared to even ask him a question because then it's them, not him, sorry. I'm afraid to ask them a question because I feel like I'll get rejected. I'll ask them, oh, I don't think I should have gotten this grade on my test or my homework, and they'll say, for example, oh, well, you didn't answer this question right, and you brought this in late. I'm like, well, maybe cut me some slack, because not cut me some slack, that's wrong words, but at least give me a chance to express why maybe I didn't get the lesson or I didn't get what we were talking about, and you know what, like, maybe we could work something out, like, talk to each other about how I could work on this, or I could, you know, review on some stuff that I may not have been paying attention on. Like, but they automatically, like, don't give me that option because, like, I'm scared, you know, to talk to them. And so maybe that's something we could all work on.
Mr. Moose, is it time? It's 12:31. Is it time? 12:33. So what time does your class start? 12:35 or 12?
Yeah.
So they gotta go now. Okay, unfortunately, we don't have enough time for Q&A. We will, if you guys want, do we want another town hall? Yeah! You know what, this is a volume vote, so I can't really hear. Yes! Okay, so we can set up another town hall. Remember rule number 6, clean up after yourself. You guys were wonderful. Give yourselves a hand and we'll see you guys again.